Tyler, I'm glad you asked. Let's dive into this because most people don't know the full story. But don't worry, it's not your fault that you didn't do any schooling past the 5th grade. Listen, first, DNA doesn't work the way you think that it does. Imagine your grandmother had a quilt. A beautiful, one-of-a-kind quilt made of 100 different patches. And when she passed it down, she didn't give your mom half of every patch. She grabbed a random handful of patches, like maybe 30 or 60 or 40, and she handed those over. And then when your mom passed pieces of that quilt to you, she grabbed another random armful from what she had. That's DNA inheritance. You don't get exactly 50% from your mom and 50% from your dad. You get random chunks from each grandparent, great-grandparent, and beyond. 2 full siblings can test wildly different. One might show 15% native ancestry. The other might show 3%. Same parents, same family, different armful of patches. My mom, my beautiful mom, she grew up on a reservation in Montana with her tribe. She lived it, her community, her culture, her people. My DNA said 8%. Her DNA might say something completely different. I don't know. The number is a snapshot of which random patches got handed to me. It's not a referendum on who my family is. Just like it's not a referendum on who Elizabeth Warren's family is. But y'all are usually screaming way too loud to hear any logic. Listen close, because this part is important. Blood quantum, this is the idea that you have to prove that you're Indian enough by percentage. And guess what? Blood quantum was not invented by Native people. The federal government invented it. In 1887, Congress passed the Dawes Act. The explicit goal was to break up tribal land, assimilate Native people into white American culture, and here's the part that they don't put in the brochure. They shrink the number of people legally recognized as Native over time. Plus, it's just a fantastic way to discriminate. So if you set the bar at 1/4 blood, then the communities intermarry across generations the way all human communities do, and within a few generations, the legal population disappears. No people, no treaty, no obligations, no land rights. It was a paper genocide, disguised as fancy math. So ask yourself this, and I really mean sit with this. When is the last time someone asked an Irish person, but how Irish are you really? When did someone demand a percentage from an Italian American before accepting their heritage? Or an African American? When did we start requiring Jewish people to submit a DNA test before acknowledging their identity? We don't, ever, for anyone else. The only group we demand a blood percentage from is the one group where a low enough number means that the government stops honoring its legal obligations to them. That's not coincidence. That's a policy. And it was designed to work exactly the way people like you, Tyler, are using it today. As a gotcha, as a door, as a way to decide who's real enough to belong. But guess what? Tribal nations, not the federal government, not DNA tests, and not Facebook commenters like you, determine their own citizenship. You hear me? Many tribes use lineal descent. If your ancestors on the Dawes roll, you're in. The Cherokee Nation has over 400,000 citizens. Some have low DNA percentages. All of them have documented ancestry and community ties that go back generations. My mom didn't need a percentage. She had a home, a community, and a history. The question was never how much. The real question, the one that actually matters is, did you steal it?